I'm a flight elite. I can't fly. Wonder why that is.
Hello everybody, and welcome to another Action Figure review by me, Destroy88. Today I am reviewing the Halo 3 Series 7 Yellow Flight Elite, I guess you could say, with a beam rifle. Beam rifle. Anyway, I'm going to start off by saying this guy looks awesome. Before I go to some of the not-so-good aspects about this figure, remove beam rifle, remove. You know what, beam rifle, just because you're not removing, I'm going to go over you first, because you ruin everything. Yeah, figure is great. I'll go over him in a second. Beam rifle. Pretty great. I've been waiting to get a beam rifle, because it only comes with a few figures, and none of the other ones I have yet. It's pretty darn cool. Looks just like in the game. Elite does not hold it very well at all. I mean, it's quite a bit of work to get him to get it into this hand. Takes me about 10-20 seconds or whatever. It's not really hard. This hand, I could not get into this hand. I don't know why. I was probably just being stupid. But I could probably get in there, but it'd take a while. This hand is the right hand, which most elites hold their guns in, because most elites are right-handed. But that's really weird. That can't go in there very well. Yeah, as a peg, this is the worst part about the beam rifle. Other than the fact that mine is sculpted a little bit messed up, it's like tilted here at the end. And yes, before you say something, oh, it's supposed to be like that in the game, it is not. I played the game. It's not tilted. Not that's big of a deal, but it's a factory defect. Prefer if those didn't happen, but I'm not going to take points off for the overall figure because it's a factory defect. Like I said, most figures won't have that problem. Here's the peg that it also comes with. Here's the peg hole on the beam rifle, and I'm pretty sure this is not a factory defect. What? Oh, the peg isn't staying in. Oh, wow, really? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not a factory defect. It is. I'm probably going to be taking points off this figure that you can probably ignore. But, that's, my peg there's a hole in there, but the peg will not stay in no matter what I do. The only way I'd ever be able to get it to stay in is just put sticky tack in there, and that defeats the whole purpose of the peg. Because I could just as easily put sticky tack on the back of it, see, and put it like that. That's a disappointment. The beam rifle is not that good. Yeah. Alright, now to the actual figure, which is the only thing that saves this little group of things. He comes with those weapons, removable shoulders, removable chest piece. I'm not sure if his helmet is removable or not. I'm not sure if I want to try it. If you have this figure, if you know someone who has this figure, please let me know in the comments if the head's removable or not, because it'd be good to know. Yeah, so he's a yellow paint with blue shoulders and some other details and stuff, like on his head. He's got a little bit of brown, but I think that's just trim on the armor. He's got articulation in the ankles, like swivels around, knee articulation, thigh articulation, which I always found very strange on the elites, but this one they seem to have fixed it, and it actually works right. So this is good. It's got chest articulation, sort of, shoulder articulation. That's always been stiff with the elites, but that's not that big of a deal. It's got elbow articulation, finger articulation, like the newer elite designs, like Series 4 and up do. That's very good. And it's got neck articulation. Yeah. It's got a peg hole in the back. It does not have any peg holes on its legs. So yeah, the figure itself is great. It's my best elite that I have. I have the Series 3 Combat Blue Elite. I have the blue and yellow one, like the campaign blue one. I have the tan Series 4 Elite, and that's it. But this is definitely my best one, by far, of all my elites. So yeah, I recommend this to pretty much anyone. The figure itself. I can't really think of anyone who wouldn't need the figure, unless you have, you only buy figures to do stop motions with, and you have absolutely no need for a flight elite, then you don't need it. But in general, the whole set, I really do not recommend this figure. The only reason I would get it is because it's the only flight elite they've made yet. Beam rifle really, really ruins it. Like I said, the main problem with the beam rifle might just be me with factory defects, but it doesn't go in his hands very well. it's a solid weapon, but the handle feels like it's gonna break whenever you try to put it in his hands. He doesn't like hold it like cross like it does in the game, like holding it, like in one hand and like holding the end of the barrel with the other. It does, but it does not look right at all. But none of the McFarlane figures really do it right, in my opinion, except like a few of the Spartans hold the battle rifles and stuff like that perfectly. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5 because the major problems with the beam rifle, I'm actually right now with a 4 out of 5. I'm assuming the peg problem and the curve at the end are both factory defects. Just with mine, I'm still only gonna give this a 4 out of 5. The fact that it does not hold it very well, and I know that is not just my figure. I've seen multiple reviews of this figure on YouTube, and everyone has problems with that. The fact that... What was I going to say? Oh yeah, the fact that the beam rifle's handle seems very fragile, and the fact that it's factory defects just takes points off for mine. So yeah, it's about a 4, 4.5. If you don't have any factory defects, like this is straight and the peg goes in perfectly, it'd probably be in a 4.5 for you. But overall, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. I'd probably be giving it a much lower rating if the figure wasn't one of the best McFarlane figures I own. So yeah, the figure, great. One of the best. Stands perfectly. This, anyway. So I'm going to finish the review off by letting you see what it is into scale with some other figures. Stand. There you go. See? Didn't even take me 10 seconds to give him a stand. Some of the other McFarlane figures take me forever. Alright, here's him next to a brute, and it kind of cuts the brute off a bit. There you go, see? Let's have the camera into scale with the Elite. Here's another Elite, my Elite Combat. Like I said, those have very weird leg articulation, so he's not going to stand upright. So I'm just going to hold him there because he'll just fall over because it takes like a minute or two to get these guys to stand up because they're weird, messed up. Oh, never mind. So yeah, he's actually a little bit shorter. But I think that has to do with they had to redesign the neck completely. But it's not that big of a deal. It's like barely noticeably shorter. Like you'd have to like take a ruler and he's like 1/8 of a centimeter or something like that shorter. I'm going to put him there. I'm going to compare him to a Marine or ODST. My Marines are a little bit busy right now, so I just got my ODST. He's obviously going to be a little bit taller than ODST, but not a whole lot. Like, they're right on top of each other now. And my Elite is bending over a little bit, so he would be a little bit taller. Here is a Reach Spartan and then a Halo 3 Spartan, both of which are a little bit taller than him. I think if you stand up straight, he would actually be about even or taller than the Halo 3 Spartan, but Jun, my Reach Spartan, is definitely taller than him by about a centimeter or so. And then two more to scale things. This Jackal, which is about as tall as him. That's kind of odd. It's a little bit shorter. I cannot get these guys to stand up. It takes me like 20 minutes to get a Jackal to stand up, so I'm not going to be showing you him and standing up. Then the Grunt is obviously quite a bit shorter than the Elite. So I'm going to move all these guys now, so you can view the Elite more clearly. Whatever that means, lilies. Alright, I have one last thing for all you people who are still around watching this, because I've already done my rating and all the things you would want to see. This is a question I have for my viewers. I'm probably going to be customizing this guy to either look like this, the reddish and weird pinkish, lavenderish color Flight Elite from the Banshee, Covenant Banshee from Mega Bloks, or this one, which is what he looks like pretty much. I'm going to either keep him that way, turn him red and lavenderish, turn him white and lavenderish, or just white, I'm not sure yet, probably white and lavender so it looks a little bit different, like this guy that comes with a Phantom, or like the copper one that comes with most of the other sets with Flight Elites, the Covenant, Sol, or ODST Ambush or whatever, the one with the Vampire and the ODST Scorpion, I don't remember what it's called, like that color, like it's a copperish color. So let me know if I should do it white, red, copper, or keep it the same. I probably will be buying more of these figures so I can eventually have all 4 different colors of Flight Elites or whatever. Right now I'm leaning toward painting it either red or copper. I'm not really that keen on the white yet. So, yeah, let me know in the comments section what you think of what color I should paint it eventually. I am going to definitely be keeping one this color, but it might not be this one. I might paint him. Not sure if I'm going to or not yet, so everyone have a good day, and make sure to check out. I'm going to be uploading some more reviews of stuff that I got over Christmas or stuff I got before Christmas, but been wanting to review. So make sure to check that out, and I will see you guys later.